Good evening, class. So I just want to talk about our week 3 discussion, integrating technology. In regards to the video, the first question asked was evident that supports setting and communicating learning objectives using the gradual release model, giving feedback and assessment. So Mr. Pronovost begins the lesson with explaining to students what the learning objective will be in the math class, which is addition and subtraction. So he already sets the tone where students are able to know what they could expect to learn in the lesson. He also uses the gradual release model by going through the steps of I do, we do, as well as you do. I just realized I forgot to type that in there, but the last one would have been you do. The I do is where he models what they should do in regards to the math and addition problems. Math, addition, and subtraction problems. And then with the we do, they now go onto the computer, they work through the games that he assigns them to do, and he's able to actually assess them in the process of them doing that, giving them feedback on what they can work harder in or what they might need more assistance in. Lastly, he actually instructs the students to use technology for independent work, which is the I do. So the we do is when they're working together on the computer and they're going through the lesson together. If you remember in the video, they actually sat on the carpet together and they talked about the different keywords that they can look at for addition and subtraction. And then the I do is when they actually begin their games. While students are working independently, teacher is able to give feedback on how students are working through the addition and subtraction problem. So that just falls right back into the assessment, which is more so of a formative assessment. Incorporating technology, again, he does that by using the computer games. I really like the Planet Turtle. I took a look at it. I want to try to use it for my intervention course that I teach. And then with the Planet Turtle game, they actually had 3 game levels that they had to play, and they had to get at least an 80%. This actually does present or promotes differentiation because it then allows the students to work at their own pace. So they're receiving feedback from the games as they play, and then they're able to move forward to the next level, but they're not rushed in doing it. So everybody is able to work, the best way that they can, whether it be using their fingers, whether it be they showed them also writing on the whiteboards. So it's different ways that they can actually approach that. And that being the case, it showed levels of cognition because they were able to use the critical thinking skills by working out problems independently. So if Mr. Pronovost, I'm sorry, I forgot his name, but if he was unable to work with that child individually at that moment, they were able to actually use different levels of cognition by writing on the board, using their fingers, and just working those problems out on their own. Depths of knowledge, they definitely dealt with the different skills and concepts. And then the short-term and strategic thinking, again, it goes back to how they were able to just work through the problems. So students feeling about their math capabilities, how does that work with using this program? I truly believe that in using this program, children are so accustomed to using video games. And in the video games, you never win on the first try. So you build your stamina up by continuing to try. I know children who play video games and they're at it over and over and over again. And once they get it, it's like their confidence is really built. So being able to do that in the math structure, they're able to actually do the different level games that they give. And as they become masters in the skills, they're able to actually become confident and understand that they can do math. It's not impossible for them to actually pass. And that's it. Thank you. Have a great night.